Three of the biggest names in the global music industry appeared unannounced at a Korean barbecue restaurant in Los Angeles. Is this just a casual dinner, or is there a hidden message behind it? Jimin, Jungkook, and V, three members of BTS known for being difficult to access during military service and public hiatus, were suddenly seen together at Baekjeong Korean BBQ, a popular restaurant that often serves as a destination for Korean celebrities in the US. This appearance was not only a surprise for fans, but also raised big questions among media and pop culture observers. The incident occurred last night, around 7 p.m. local time. Several diners who were enjoying their meals were shocked by the presence of three very familiar figures that were almost too unbelievable to the eye. With casual yet striking appearances, the three entered the restaurant area without major security, but clearly attracted attention. Short recordings and photos from the scene quickly spread on social media, sparking a global discussion explosion in just a matter of hours. What makes this moment so significant is not only because they are BTS members, a South Korean boy group that has transformed the global music landscape, but also because it is one of their first public appearances since the group's activity hiatus and the enlistment of some members into the military. Many fans had even assumed they wouldn't see these three members in one frame for a long time. Therefore, their sudden appearance in an open location and without any official event becomes something extraordinary and full of meaning. Baekjeong Korean BBQ is no ordinary restaurant. Located in the heart of Koreatown, LA, it is known as an informal meeting point for Korean celebrities and the Asian diaspora. The restaurant is also part of the Korean cultural expansion in the US and has become a symbol of how cuisine can become a meeting point between tradition and global pop trends. The fact that Jimin, Jungkook, and V chose this place to dine adds symbolic weight to the event. Eyewitnesses at the restaurant described a drastically changing atmosphere the moment the three entered. Everyone paused for a few seconds. "We knew it was them, but it didn't feel real," said one diner who claimed to have been a BTS fan since 2017. According to them, the three looked relaxed, smiling, and even greeted some of the restaurant staff warmly in Korean. This appearance also triggered speculation. Is this part of a secret project? Is there a hidden filming activity underway? Some theories suggest that the three are preparing a collaborative project or even a BTS reunion sooner than expected. However, as of now, there has been no official statement from hybe or Big Hit Music, not only among ARMY, the term for BTS fans, but pop culture analysts also highlight this moment as a significant marker. According to Dr. Hyoshin Park, a Korean culture expert from UCLA, the appearance of celebrities of this magnitude in an informal setting is part of a deliberate visibility strategy that serves to reawaken global public attention toward BTS as a living and active entity, even during official hiatus. She also added that moments like this are examples of how Korean celebrities now play a highly calculated role in shaping public narratives. Meanwhile, Korean and international media are racing to cover this incident from various angles. Some highlight the choice of location and timing, which are considered unusual for celebrities of their stature. Others see the moment as a form of indirect communication between BTS and their fans, a kind of existential signal that they are still together, still connected, and perhaps preparing something big. Interestingly, none of the three posted the moment on their social media accounts. This silence actually strengthened the viral effect that emerged organically from visitor testimonies and netizens. In an era where narratives are often tightly controlled by agencies and official PR, this seemingly spontaneous moment felt more authentic and emotional to the public. Hours after their photos spread, hashtags such as hashtag Jimin Jungkook V, hashtag BTSinLA, and hashtag BaekjeongVibes immediately trended on X, formerly Twitter, in several countries, including South Korea, the United States, Japan, Indonesia, and Brazil. Online communities were filled with speculation, light conspiracy theories, and, of course, emotional expressions from millions of fans who felt revived by the news. From a business standpoint, the impact of this visit cannot be ignored. Baekjeong Korean BBQ experienced a surge in reservations just hours after the news broke. Google search recorded a drastic increase in searches for the restaurant's name, and several of its branches in other cities reportedly saw a rise in visitors today. This becomes clear evidence of the BTS effect, which is not only limited to music, but also local economies and even tourism. Now, the big question that still lingers is, what is really happening behind the scenes? Are the three simply enjoying a casual reunion before returning to their own routines? Or is this the beginning of something bigger, a project, a documentary, or even a BTS reunion signal? Without official confirmation, everything remains public interpretation. But one thing is certain, the presence of Jimin, Jungkook, and V at Baekjeong Korean BBQ is not just an ordinary dinner meeting. It is a symbolic moment full of meaning, about friendship, existence, and a connection that has never truly been broken between BTS and the world that admires them, and for a world that is always hungry for news about them. This brief appearance is more than enough to revive hope that something big is approaching. Yet amid the euphoria and uproar created within hours after this news circulated, one important question arises that cannot be ignored. Are we truly witnessing reality, or are we being shown a collective illusion wrapped very neatly, as amateur videos and photos claiming to show Jimin, Jungkook, and V at Baekjeong Korean BBQ LA began to circulate? Doubts also emerged from some netizens and media observers. The low-quality footage, limited angles, and absence of any official statement from the parties involved make many wonder, did this really happen? Or is this a strategically built narrative to draw public attention, especially during BTS's silent period as a group? We must remember that the initial information about this event came from various social media platforms such as TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Twitter, now X. Short videos lasting 10 to 30 seconds show silhouettes of faces claimed to be BTS members, but so far there is no truly authentic or undeniable visual confirmation. This raises a serious question. Are we witnessing reality, or are we becoming consumers of sensational media construction? It is no secret that the Korean entertainment world, including BTS and their agency, is highly skilled at managing public visibility. So, could this be part of an unspoken communication strategy, carefully designed to revive their presence in the public's mind? If so, is this a form of artistic communication or mass attention manipulation? On the other hand, we also cannot simply conclude that this is all a fabrication. There are testimonies from several restaurant visitors who claim to have seen them directly, even briefly interacting with restaurant staff. Some claims are accompanied by additional visual evidence, such as signatures on napkins or meal receipts, which of course have not yet been officially verified. But doesn't this actually muddy the waters? When information is presented half-formed, does it enlighten or confuse the public? We live in an age when a rumor can turn into a collective fact just because many people believe it at the same time. But can the popularity of a narrative replace the truth? Digital media history has repeatedly shown how false news, hoaxes, and fabrications can spread faster than clarifications or accurate data. It is not impossible that this moment is real, but exaggerated. Or conversely, the moment never happened, but was constructed so well that it appeared very real. And we, as information consumers, where do we stand? Are we merely passive spectators drifting in the current of information? Or can we be part of a critical society that constantly questions, examines, and challenges narratives whose origins are unclear? We, as writers and information compilers, also invite you not to take all of this at face value. We realize that most of the data and narratives we have compiled remain tentative, and their validity depends heavily on clarifications that may or may not come from official parties. So, did this event really happen? Or are we trapped in collective euphoria shaped by algorithms and emotional expectations? Does this news reflect reality, or is it merely a very convincing simulation? As of now, there is no definite answer. But that is precisely where the importance of reflection and critical thinking lies. In a world filled with carefully curated narratives and imagery, only those who dare to question can see beyond the surface. And you, where do you stand?